Welcome back to the latest encounter of the Formula Superkarts Championship here in Northern Ireland at Kirkistown. A very fast circuit, 1.5 miles at the tarmac. We've got two divisions, 125cc and 250cc. Pole position for the first race is Richard Jewett in the number 72 car, and pole position in the 125cc class is Scott Greenaway. But the championship leader, Andy Newell, starts in fourth. So he's going to make us some places, and with that I'll hand you up to Andy McEwen to take you through race one.
Yeah, thank you, Anthony. This should be very entertaining indeed. Colin Menery and Richard Jewett make up row one, with Kieran Pedden and Alan Withrow on the second row. Jonathan Adams and Liam Fox are next, ahead of Trevor Roberts and Alan Crossan. Nathan Koss and Trevor Roberts are on the fifth row, ahead of Jonathan Bell and Aaron Newell. Conor McCormack, Peter Crossan, Noel Lindsay and Philip Mills towards the back. Right at the back we have Scott Greenaway, Jeffrey Sims, Peter Bell and Godfrey Kirby. But as Anthony was detailing, two different classes, the 250s and 125s, both of which are sure to provide plenty of entertainment. The blue number plates are the 125s, the yellows are the 250s towards the front of the field. They race down towards Debtors Dip with the first race getting underway, and it is the multicoloured car of Colin Menery that leads them down towards the first sequence of corners, with Richard Jewett in second place. There's someone off in fairly spectacular fashion behind them though, and appeared to make fairly substantial contact with the barriers. I think we've lost our first driver already, potentially Godfrey Kirby, I think that was, that exited stage right. On board camera here, you can see just what a bumpy ride the drivers have to contend with here around this not particularly smooth Kirkistown circuit, but it certainly adds a lot of character to the track, and certain character that maybe some of the drivers in the car races that we see this weekend don't necessarily notice. Down the inside, first change of lead, not the last I'm sure. That was by the looks of it the yellow and red cart of Richard Jewett going through, but then runs wide on the exit, and so back ahead of him goes Colin Menery. So Colin Menery will lead out the opening lap. In third position there, I think, in the black cart was Alan Withrow. So Alan Withrow has gained one position from where he started. He started fourth, he's now third at the end of the first lap. A short chart race is just 7 laps the distance, so these early exchanges can be of some significance, but it's likely to be that the final changes are made over the last couple of laps. The slipstream effect in supercar racing, especially on such an open and high-speed circuit as this, will certainly keep the racing tight and entertaining right down to the checkered flag. Through the chicane we go then, down the back straight, and we may well be about to see the 72 car to Richard Jewett start to build up some momentum for a move here. Number 27, Alan Withrow, is closing in as well. Liam Fox in the red cart is not far behind. Withrow goes to the outside. They fan out into 4 completely different lines, and there's almost a bit of contact going on there between Jewett and the black cart of Withrow on the outside line, and that will all open the door for Liam Fox, the red number 2 cart, to come through into third position. So Liam Fox gaining ground. He's now going for second up the inside line down towards Debtors Dip, and I think that might work. Wheel to wheel into the corner. Who comes out in front? It is Liam Fox. So Fox now into second place. Jewett held up, and Liam Fox is going for the race lead. Fantastic stuff here from Liam Fox, who started the race from 6th on the grid. So qualifying didn't necessarily go his way, but already early doors in this first race of the weekend, Liam Fox is the man on the move. He gains 2 places in as many corners, and then tried to make it a third, going down in towards Colonial for the third time. It didn't quite pay off though, so he stays in second place, tries to get the toe now down the back straight. It's still number 83, Colin Menery, that leads the way, but here comes Liam Fox, who simply drives right past him down the straight. That was a great exit from the chicane and a good toe as well, and possibly a slight difference in setup, because we've actually seen that the 83 car to Menery has been overtaken by that straight before. Down across the start-finish line they go. Jewett's there, possibly about to lose his third position, I think, to Alan Withrow, who was looking up the inside line. We check in now, though, on some of the carts running towards the back of the 250 class, and then into the 125s. The 125 championship being led by Stuart Coey coming into this weekend, but Stuart is not racing here, so that's a chance maybe... Aaron Newell, excuse me, leading the 125s. Stuart Coey leading the 250s, but Stuart Coey is, I don't believe, here, so that's a chance maybe for Liam Fox to make up some points in the 250 championship. However, he's 60-odd points behind in 125s. Aaron Newell is the points leader on 538. That is 80 points clear of Matthew McGaffin. So the 125s, Aaron Newell leading that one fairly handsomely at this stage of the championship. The leaders though, Liam Fox is your race leader, but the gap is not enormous back to the rest of them behind. A group of cars come through. Jonathan Adams there, the orange and black car, who I saw having a twitch down here a lap ago. Then we start running into some of the 250s, which do outnumber the, 125s, excuse me, which do outnumber the 250s. There's the number 11 kart of Trevor Roberts, dicing away with kart number 1, Aaron Newell, the championship leader, reigning champion as well. And in the 125 category, you can see the racing just spreading out ever so slightly. These are the front runners within that class. Down towards Colonial they go. Oops, spin, unfortunately, that's at the final corner for number 51. Number 51 being Godfrey Sims, and I think his race is done. He climbs out of the kart. Of course, the good thing about Superkarts is that the marshals maybe get a slightly easier time of it, because it only takes one person to move a kart out of the way, and as long as the driver is okay after whatever incident has befallen them, then they are able to move the kart out of the way fairly rapidly. So that kart should not be a hindrance to the leading 125 karts as they make their way down towards that part of the circuit. We have lost 2 125s now, Jeffrey Sims and Godfrey Kirby, who was the driver that went off on the opening lap. So 2 retirements already from this race as we are into the second half of it now. Running on board there as we headed out of the hairpin with the number 11 of Trevor Roberts, who is in, by the looks of it, 4th place in 125s. It appeared that leading the category at the moment is Alan Crossan by a fairly decent margin as well. Back to the leaders though, or at least the front runners, and number 27 is Alan Withrow, just ahead of the early race leader Colin Menery. Colin Menery has now dropped down into this second position. They're both losing time to Liam Fox, who is pulling clear at the head of the field, but they're all dropping Richard Jewett, who also had a stint in the race lead earlier on. There are still yellow flags out down at the final corner. That will be as a result of Jeffrey Sims' stricken kart, which is still, it's been dragged onto the grass but not fully out of the way. So that corner may remain under yellow flags for the duration of the race now. Through we go on to the final lap, in fact, so it shouldn't be a hindrance for too much longer. And it looks as though the main score to be settled here is who is going to finish in second position. It's the black kart at the moment of Alan Withrow that has it, but chasing him down and trying to take it from him is Colin Menery. Then 4th and 5th getting themselves closer together. Kieran Pedden there in the number 80 kart, the white and green machine, just closing in slightly, I would say, on Richard Jewett, but whether he's going to have time to get there, I'm not too sure. The gap as they came through that time around was somewhere around 2 seconds, but it's moving down. Liam Fox, though, is scampering away at the head of the field. It looks as though he's going to put a lap maybe on Peter Bell, with the novice cross on the back of his 125cc superkart, and indeed Liam negotiates him the inside into potentially a yellow flag zone. Let's hope he got that move made before they actually reached the yellow flag. But Liam Fox is going to come through to take the opening victory of the weekend in the Superkarts here at Kirkistown, and he will take the victory by just over a second in the end, from Alan Withrow in second and Colin Menery in third. 4th position then for Jewett, 5th is Kieran Pedden, and Jonathan Adams, I believe, will come home some way back in 6th. Confirmation of that result then: Fox from Withrow from Menery, your podium finishers, then Jewett, Pedden and Adams next in line. Alan Crossan wins the 125s ahead of Aaron Newell, 9th overall, 2nd in class, whilst Jonathan Bell rounds out the podium finishers in the 125. So he is ahead of Trevor Roberts, Conor McCormack, Scott Greenaway, Noel Lindsay, Philip Mills and Peter Bell, the only kart 1 lap down.